Adeshimama ye mobi biachi mo akwaba edeba agukensi edwumadie so ewo eye Badwam so ye de ensem ne ba bebro se edu agukensi so dia na se agudie mu nsem de coach Kobe ma nyina ne ye de abro ewo dwumadie nso na so watimi ahye ne nso ene ye won nsem bebregu ye apostle de ebebro ohwe coach Akwasi Apia ene na official impenifo beda na di e de akere ewiase ma nyina se wono ene the new coach edema the senior national team the Blasters so and nsem foforo so kwotoko any house akensi om de share so super class yes sika pie mu de enye sika ketwa ye baba pinimpanifo ne yahwe sedi esi ebe pie na fe so yakwa akopie mu amana ne yahwe nsem kakra e ha gidiof ne ho nsem be na aba betodwa na afe so Fabrice Mwamba ani gisem aba be pie mu ho na oche ene UEFA Champions League Champions Tuesday semifinal no ye de hihye so when they progress to the next stage of the competition when they be kwa kopie mu Alliance Arena May 19 and Real Madrid and Bayern Munich omo de be so ye betwa bibia ehun se de AC ekono ye nsem asam ready ye de betu jamo ehun se de ensem ne besi akọ ewo agokansie dwumadie so medin ede Adam eje Tony Adam ti sam ready why card misuma crowd de na yen kamo na fe yen fa nsem ni ngo na ehun se de AC ekọ ewo agokansie so hye ne so se wo sa ehwe ewo www.multitvworld.com/stream so na www.myjournline.com so twa bibia betimi akoso ediama samre yen kamom ne yen fa ensem no enhihye so yen chase yen fan free Ghana Football Association aso na no na ene ba beto dwa se owura friend Akwasi Apia ye di dwumadie ne hye ne nsa executive committee di dwumadie ne hye ne nsa ampa wono na ye di dwumadie ne bema no ene no mo ba beda na di na obi ahu sampa dwumadie ne ade ama no na mpo ne se ne plans wono so wono e de ma e de senior national team so agye mu aguo na fe nsentro so de omo so abisa no na fe yahwe ba bia Ghana e betimi akọ yensa aka communication director de Ghana Football Association ora Ibrahim Sani Dara Ahman so be cheche ensemu kakrampo na po ya chache se ene na assistant ni din so be ba betodwa na se e be kose ora Sani Dara ye mo akwa ba de ba go kensi adwumadie so
ye ni awini Adam
na pomati say
boko na so
enyankopa admo de ache ene na mi se mo share ye bo se kwambia so beda eye owura Akwasi Apia edi minim bibia sesa na se no amu ne ekura na ene yada na die
de bibia sesa ye gusu a ye boa ye ho ye be pound ntuma ewie edinti nyame Adom na odiedu ewia na ye gusu won kwamu a ye be power Akwasi Apia tuma ewie
enti ene mo da na di no na ekose ye da na di a eno no obe rolling out ne plan a wo de ma the senior national team na say eno ansem announce say Ghana ye new coach ni ne de awi ana
oh there be say Adam ye sum Ghana for na Ghana for ye sum mo so nkrofo bebre woni ma wo madwe mo person mo bisa Akwasi Apia na se nsem for de mo gina homa Ghana for mo na mo gina homa nkrofo ayeso mo ani nti san nsem na eda nkrofo adwen so eda nkrofo akoma so se person mo bisa Akwasi Apia no pa no huntuma wi pa e ma ho kwan na motimi abisa ne no nsem ene FM pedifo so a omo be bisa omo nsem ne ma pese oye ma oman no na ade nyina ye be ma ho kwan na mo bisa nyina
nene so Abraham da na di no so na assistant no so mo de betudwa se enya ne tie sama so okuna di ene mo be ono so official na
any de mean to me nipa ye ni assistant and I say ye no this 24 etna se wie anope ansa no mbetimi a kire se omo yi asimesi ana obintin se omrambe eduma no ebinti ye du ho na ye be hu se mpenifo atutu sa na ema nyina ana
na maso akuna du sa mo ye na assistant a wono so be ba beji de na Akwasi Apia agina na se wono so be kunani
se maso akuna du ye be ye na assistant ana se ye nye na assistant ye nye statement bia to that effect say ye maso akuna du assistant mpenifo gusu omo kasa omo brobro ni emam se eba ne se ya tu obi se omrambe assistant ta ye be ma mu hu nipa no
all right Ibrahim Sani Dara do say ene waba bekon na ene time be
but 2 o'clock ewie ya wo FA secretariat ho
all right yɛda ase sɛ anɔpɛ wabɛkɛn na nsɛm ɛda so de ada Ghana man nyinaa yɛbɛba abɛpie mu na owura kwasi apia yɛne no atwetwe nkɔmmɔ no yɛhu sɛ deɛ bɛsi akɔ
yo me da se Adam me chia mu nyinaa
yes yɛgye sɛ ɛyɛ owura Ibrahim Sani Dara ɔyɛ communications director de ma Ghana Football Association ɛne yɛte ne nka yɛbɛkɔ so na afei 2 p.m. Awia na yada owura kwasi apia di yɛda na dia ɛho nsɛm so ɔso Ghana man yɛde bɛbrɛ mo isansa go kansie so na nsɛm yɛde bɛbrɛ na so atimi atie na wahyɛ no nso yɛto aso nko anim na afei nkopie mu ɛwɔ Kumasi na Kumasi so na weekend super clash ni toja na Kumasi Asante Kotoko ne Accra Asofo ka kansie ni ba na wie na Kotokofo anya sika pa asa anya 3 points na ɔmo hyɛ has for 2-1 eno na akansie ne ba na wie sese de enam framam se sika Kotokofo twie no ɔmo twie bi sa da ɛwɔ Kumasi Babara Sports Stadium ti yɛbɛhwɛ se de esi kompo na se amre de show your love de na te se Kotokofo ne Ghana man show ɔmo love nti na ka na ɔmo kɔ akɔtete yɛnya Nana Kwame Dankwa ɔno so ɛka Kumasi Asante Kotoko communication team ne yɛhwɛ se de no susu kɔ Nana Kwame akɔ aba
Yoni Adams
Kumasi bɔkɔ ana nkran so bɔkɔ
ma bedu nkan bi bia bɔkɔ
aha na MCS kwasi ada no ato nkyɛn bi to minim sese akosi sɛ
oh nyame adom bibia bɔkɔ bibia sie bia me fese nkunimdie ni Dr. Saponti majama naka the police for bag upama national obako in fact house of folk accountant Hackman and name Mama Vicentia no munya baby nsa nti na me advisor for match na Sunday me pepe bia ma matra and the VIP commentary area A hono na many police officer na officer no dina hono kacha so when me house of folk officials no munya baby nsa if I be meet me kwanya bi wo mo commentary position one now on me pebe interesting so me awo menene kasa no na junior officers ni ba ku jana ti yi o mo pepper spray before on the pocket I just was spray direct to my yes me dane me hono but the kugu me kwanti emma so we before the start of the game then for no VIP who na I say be bon mo mu na so here let's spray no spray go me so no and the call VIP but no one say me ama me say ka me call police station call report but me could draw no maybe an egu ho ne suba bia no mo da na di no yes ehun my jama na kanchi DSP made upon ne nkro for there the BBC bia me don boni acho but me for say some ben nanti no be ho mu nua nipa da sani no be behave sa towards nipa etoji o mangata the omonka she nkudru
na no ye no asem na said your case Dr. KK Sapon ne Kotokosum nti ujam na kai eno so ne anya ne tie say show your love no Kumasi koyie pa ma mo ne has match die sika abetodwa de munya bi sada na sika ne se na pie mu
well show your love no there and no start we na me fi Kumasi na fe na kakra omode go stadium no call nya na omo compile me akra me so megigi kakra wa ha me comedy kakra ko ye eti enwumre na ansa na me so mbe hu de omo nya dem say doctor instructor omo say de omo benya na omo ko tu anto account me sure say getting to 10,000 Ghana de omo benya no eti match na nkasa so say process no ekoyie mza abako se mo ne bin sida because the highest gate process about was about 2.4 and over billion kra.
What's it say 2.say over 2 billion
over 2.4 something billion kra yeah 2.4 on the America but the other figures no good in America it's over 2.4 billion.
Okay then say Kotoko ade ne ho e kai e wo mbetwetwe bia na
well I want to say Koba na say ya sika me body aba Kotoko aba 51%. The accounting and almost half in the be everything I buy stakeholders, National Sports Authority, Ghana Football Association, GACA, PLB, I mean VAT, National Security, Police, I mean, take it in Accra, or meeting in the Security Officers. At least I could wait and obey a Fabina at the Kocheke House. I'm supposed to a cabby so did how.
All right.
Signed by Adams.
Nana meja mu akono na show your love na egusu okoso and I say after Sunday match
egusu okoso me no ka say kra bi o Joy FM building ni Masempa adapt all the radio stations say okroma bi o ho obi a ohia bibia no coupons bi am so frame number no ye de beba ya for say brass so obi a access ne don the one be chance ye mo has ni na nyame so aye Adom yang pay ntokwa ankon no ngaza kwen ntokwa mind no for say brass so supporters say kire om real love to Asante Kotoko.
All right, Nana Kwame Dankwa medo asese no pe obeka mo a we can see adwumadie so.
Yo Adam Smith me Dankwa.
Na eno Nana Kwame Dankwa na yete ne nka se wode nsem betu jo no Kotoko Circles on PR South Kumasi Asante Kotoko communication team na timi say Kumasi scan buy pa be 2.4 billion e bisa da so ti se bi si da ko animu Kotokofo ne house de eno na che se mpanifo se sa super clash no sa conscious and concerted effort na see timi ye na timi pagya na kopim the 10 big rivals wo wiase na te se Kotokore house de nso asa akokan bi na sika no eguso ba ti omo abomodin da kwesi ada so obi aso comporting no ti ade etimi ekwa adim ya to aso kasa match na so na branch oto atena ba akode ma Kotoko winning goal your friend Michael Akufo was sa goal no share no we obi ade man wo de ama Kotoko fans ne dada wo de ama Kotoko company for dada demo coach ba ako ya odena kuma so coach Opele Boatin on so dedicate sa goal no etimi edema nanki ye hwe ani mu si ebenya Opele Boatin no so abeche de be potimpo eno ayama Akufo a wo share goal all important goal say ya was goal no or dedicate edi amo no coach Opele Boatin ti eno ye nsem a sambe de etimi aba abetudwa ewo ye to aso ku anim a yenkopie mu ewo Senegal ye ko Senegal ne de na abranche emre bi atwem no Senegal for captain na Haji Diouf na nsema ebeto eja ene se otimi ekopie mu oba bi ewo London otimi se ntokwa bi etimi koso Anton Ferdinand ni ndi se adwumadie na ama Samuel de police for chi no ede no koto ba bi ense se woda na Samuel de aba beto jase eja no se onkofie na nsema aka no won sa me yiyi na no eno ye nsema aba beto jafa Haji Diouf otimi sa branti ne carry o sha say oni bo no bo nso emre bia na wanya asem me bia na wanya asem ba bia no awakwa wanya asem eda eno ye nsem foforo etimi aba beto ja na so Samuel de yesi ye jai no ya hwe ani mu se bibia bekoye edi ama no obekwa koyi nsem foforo aka no yi nsem na no wi a na afi so obehwe se ye be ja no kra ama no wato so a ya hwe se di si etie ya to aso enkopie mu oboso na okbekai coach we na yeshi aboso no for ewo AFCON 2012 or Gabon Equatorial Guinea woman yeshi adendenden ya wanze open yetimi ehye omno papa we military man okopie mu oboso na bebre feel senka wontimi am qualify am to the next stage of the competition there na ke be inadi na so mpanifo say papa friend Chusana Stanley Chusana we obi a wabon homoden ya said we see aye was one team no mon qualify for AFCON ni bida e wo mo football history mo no na team yes adwumadi nti wo say won santena say e mo adwumadi no emfama Botswana for e bi default ya pam ye de e bi antimi am progress na so wo hwe said wo city wo gidi say target wo de man no na nche da enya de a wo betimi adu hwe team so ko hwem ti wo gidi so me satisfied with team no performance on put up AFCON it coach no won say won tena ne ensem Abosona for penny for the ababetu eja yanku anim na afi yankwohwe enra European leagues no matches ne kakra timi tutu oja yanhwe se desi call Arsenal for Tottenham Wigan etwa mo 2-1 na other matches no yanhwe se desi ekọ
That was the plot at the Emirates when Arsenal hosted a resurgent Wigan. The Latics had seen off Manchester United in their previous encounter, and Arsenal knew they had to attack from the get-go. Yossi Benayoun's header, however, was tipped away by Ali Al-Habsi. And from the resulting corner, a swift counter-attack saw Wigan's attack outnumbering the Arsenal defence, and Franco Di Santo made the most of it.
It's Di Santo!
Later in the Placky, Latics were at it again. Jordi Gomez scrambling home, and the Emirates was stunned.
This is extraordinary!
Though had lost just 2 games at home and looked to immediately claw their way back, with Al-Habsi's reflexes once again denying Benayoun. The Latics stopper, however, could do nothing when Thomas Vermeulen's bullet of a header reduced the deficit. It seemed as if the Gunners defenders were hell-bent on drawing their side level. This time Johan Juru flexed his attacking muscle, his fizzing first-time shot a whisker wide. Results from the weekend's action: Manchester United put 4 past Aston Villa, Carlos Tevez grabbed a hat-trick when City thrashed Norwich, Blackburn slumped to a 3-0 loss at Swansea, while Wolves and Sunderland shared the spoils in a goalless draw. Leading City by 5 points went for a fascinating title run-in, with 4 games to play. But there's battles everywhere, where Spurs, Chelsea and Newcastle are fighting it out for the 4th Champions League spot. Down at the bottom, Wolves already have a foot in the Championship, and will need a Houdini-esque trick if they are to retain their Premier League status. But the likes of Blackburn, Bolton and Queen's Park Rangers are far from safe. Wigan, though, have seen it all and have now claimed their 4th win in 5 matches. There's just 4 games remaining, and there's still a number of classics in the making that await. The action on Saturday kicks off with the London.
They travel to Getafe, hoping to close the gap on third place Valencia for a spot in the Champions League. The visitors have recorded 4 victories from their last 5 matches, which has propelled Alvaro Negredo, who would get the first goal of the match, his quick-thinking acrobatics handing his team the 1-goal advantage. The chances continued to ebb and flow for both sides before Getafe responded from a set piece, Miguel Torres benefiting from some sloppy defense in front of goal. Getafe could have gone a goal clear ahead of half-time, but Gavilan's header was saved by the goal for the hosts after swooping on a layoff by Diego Castro outside the box.
Low cross off, a drive from Lassen, a teamwork goal. Getafe take the lead just 2 minutes in to the second half.
The hosts continued the onslaught, Pedro Rios running riot on the Sevilla defense and setting up Miku for the 3rd goal. Rios headed home minutes later before playing assist yet again as Miku got a brace, scoring his 11th league goal this season.
Miku scores his 2nd, bags the brace.
Sevilla slipped 2 places to 9th on the La Liga table, level on points with Getafe, who remain at 11th, while it's still a 2-horse race at the top of the table with only 4 points separating Real Madrid and Barcelona. Real Zaragoza, Sporting Gijón and Racing Santander make up the bottom 3. This weekend's La Liga action, Rennes hosted Nice for their Ligue 1 encounter on Monday, the latter hoping to put more daylight between themselves and the dreaded relegation zone. Rennes seemed to put their midweek exit from the French Cup out of their minds as they created the first goal-scoring opportunity, Youssouf Hadji's attempt going straight to the keeper. Julien Ferre's long-range effort swept just inches away to be on target as he weaved between 2 defenders before slotting the ball home.
It's nicely played by Hadji, chance for Ferre! And Red.
Colombia added another in the 43rd minute, giving the hosts a 2-goal cushion going into half-time. Rennes continued from where they left off in the first half, creating chance after chance but failing to convert. However, Nice's Francois Clerc pulled one back with a shot from outside the box, putting down by Jonathan Pitroapa, who netted the 3rd goal for the home side.
Pitroapa, that's a wonderful goal!
Rennes' win propels them to 5th on the log, 2 points adrift of Lyon, while Montpellier remains at the top of the log despite their loss to Lorient at the weekend. Nice rests comfortably at 14th on the log, a point clear of the dreaded relegation zone. Wednesday's action sees Marseille host Caen at the start of Velodrome, while Toulouse take on 4th place Lyon. The action is live from 6:15 on your World of Champions.
Ebreo, the European League highlights. Yabesa Dan in Yafako PMO Europe. No, yeah, UEFA Champions League, Champions Tuesday, and a semi-final, first leg, Bako Air Toja, and no, a Bayern Munich, and Real Madrid, one best so Alanzana. Yansha said, yeah, a team is in you, a Bobo, a demand, and I can see a Kessia Betoja.
Yes, it's the Champions League semi-finals this week. The first on Tuesday sees Bayern Munich host Real Madrid at the Allianz Arena. Bayern have endured a week to forget. On Wednesday, they lost to big rivals and leaders Borussia Dortmund in the Bundesliga, blowing their chances of reclaiming the title. After licking their wounds, they have to get themselves up for this huge game. The captain Philipp Lahm is pragmatic.
Gar nichts, die Meisterschaft ist abgehakt und das ist ein anderer Wettbewerb.
Well, the championship's finished. Now we're playing the Champions League. It's a different competition. We're in the semi-finals. We're playing against teams like Real Madrid, Barcelona and Chelsea. So it just shows the quality of our team. And of course, if you think that 2 years ago we were in the final and now we're in the semi-final again, that just shows that Bayern Munich is on the right track. We're always going to be hungry for titles.
Hunger wird nie ausgehen nach Titeln.
After defeat at Dortmund, Bayern's dismal week continued when they were held to a goalless home draw by a stubborn Mainz. Real Madrid, though, are a different league. Coach Jupp Heynckes coached them 14 years ago. I know our opponents very well. I know how they play. I know the individual players. I know the reserve players. But in the end, it will all depend on how we play in this game. These are 2 teams that play football at a very, very high level. And I think especially this year in the Champions League, we've shown that we can really achieve a lot. We can play great games. We can play very good football. And I think that in this match, we've got a great strategy that will hopefully work out for us. Real Madrid score a lot of goals. They also have great individual players, but I think Bayern has that as well. Real Madrid have a poor record in Munich. In 9 previous visits, they've lost 8 and drawn 1. But coach Jose Mourinho says that record counts for nothing. Well, this game is entirely different, has no relevance at all to the past. That's why numbers and results from the past have no meaning. It's a semi-final. And just as in any semi-final, those who are playing in it would like to win. You need to have motivation, and Bayern Munich certainly has that. The fact that they could reach the final. We too have a motivation for the second time in 2 years. We've reached a semi-final. Let's just see what happens. Bayern are striving to reach the final, which will be played at their own Allianz Arena. Real, record 9-time winners, are bidding to win Europe's elite competition for the first time in a decade.
I can see Ubenya share Monte TV, so it's the Champions Tuesday. You be our Joy Sports and Adom TV. Shedding soon 6:45 kickoff time. Na bibia da wa ye hwe say why and a first leg of the first semi-final match. Obedi nkunim akwa piem. Road to Allianz Arena. And we are May 19, UEFA Champions League 2011-2012. And one year Gusua, Yasha said, yes, Quintiana, Bibia Bitimi Akoye, Ama, the Oberborn, and Modin, Echina, Yadon Seminar Bessa, Abreu. Abrantia Fabrice Mwamba, Sobeka, and one semi by Amiakan, who be brave. When you cardiac arrest, out to me say, Yadin Koto Hospital, Kaki to Ebison Cabrantiano, Eshe non quan, and Sabi dear, Yatin sem there, say, Yazino. Every hospital, ya discharge now. Some radio could you all said, and who a bit me at on Fabrice Mwamba. On your cock, Abba, Aman, who atoro. It's a bonfire and chair and a weekend ya so a branch about to be a can on you, William Rossini. See a kind Edema Nesina or bought loan. Edema Livona on so Saturday and Champion Cotton and so Fabrice Mwamba, dear Yankopon, I am Adom. I'm a Koda hospital, no, yet me, I'm a Sam media, was a Kufia. Se kuku no ben mo se de ben no ben mo ho akwa akondo ma hwe se ne ho ebetimi ato na wasa ababa kan we ensema sam radio etimi aba betodwa afa Fabrice Mwamba ho ya to aso ku yanim so ana Professional Footballers Association one more player of the year nominees no aba betodwa eno na omde be hwe animo 2011-2012 de na aba betodwa na hwe best player of the year no and ye penny for Sergio Kunaguero ewo msaso na Rooney or David Silva ewo Joe Hart ewo Scott Parker ewo na Van Persie and Man City for no players miensa and dominate player of the year no na so league no ehwe be free omo sa okay young player of the year no so dia na Sergio Aguero asabe piem obi Gareth Bale si akande Tottenham Hotspur abe piem Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain si akande Arsenal obi saso na Daniel Sturridge si akande Chelsea obi Kyle Walker Tottenham Hotspur obi na fi Dan Welbeck so si akande Manchester United so ababe piem PFA young player nominees na ababe tuja no so e kan ho bi ntia be hwe se de bi si akọ you be dim kunim no ye de ne beba abetu edwamo ho se de si atia na ye kan Mwamba sem no timi se no na miracle no tim peja no na abrantie we so de na timi se ade a utimi se e kwanipa Cameroons osini osi akan edema Paraguay no na etuo etimi boni team na utimi se sam radio ne ho etimi ato no a wo making official return ya obesi akan akwa 2nd October eno club a ono ni boyhood club ho no sha ase etimi si na kan ma bibia etimi ekwani etimi sa branch 2 years ago and a branch na wo hwe no ya Sammy Workers 2 years ago and tuo ya boat to a bone team and Sam radio to aboba no cry egusu hye ni team and Sam radio wa sha ase si akan ya ohwi head ball twin create chances bia nti Paraguay ni ya friend no Cameroons na wo hwe no Salvador Cameroons and ho ensem na ne de ababe tudwa mo ho se de sitent utimi se ewiase de o de to obi de wan wo se obi de kra che wo de Salvador Cameroons itu abwa hye ni team bullet ni hye ni team so owuso edc akan ewo yakuya nim so ana eye abrante efen Jacko share the aba betu jan say Euro 2012 Samedi wontimi ko bi sense na injury no yegusu tremu a wontimi recover enti wontimi ko bi South na Olympic Games so betu ja London 27 July copy ma guess one no so entimi ensi akan biti Jacko share this season dear football no and share that anko yi amana ono so e di afri mu eko yanko pie mo Monte Carlo ni ehwe tennis so akansi eguso ekoso Masters no.
Of course, the world #1 Novak Djokovic. The Serb, though, still has plenty to prove on clay, as he's still not in the same class as Rafael Nadal, who's looking for his 8th successive title in Monte Carlo. Djokovic, though, has been firing on all cylinders on the hard courts, especially winning the Australian Open, and he's hoping to bring that form onto the clay.
Any adjustment, any transition is it takes time. You know, depending on the player, depending on the style of the player that the player plays, but. I believe at least a couple of days you need to have and prepare. So the good thing about schedule this year is that we have an extra week between Miami and Monte Carlo. So gave me a bit of time after Miami tournament to relax, to rest and regroup, and then come here earlier and I spent already 10 days preparing physically and mentally for clay court season, and I hope to start well in Monte Carlo.
Nadal, meanwhile, is fretting over his troublesome left knee as he attempts to end a title drought that dates back to last year's French Open. Nadal pulled out of his semi-final against Andy Murray in Miami last month. He then had to receive treatment for a knee tendon problem.
Well, I'm better now, better than Miami, sure. And you never know how the knee will answer, because I didn't practice a lot. I only start my practice a few days ago, so needs time to find my level on clay and to play my best tennis in all time. After 15 days off, it's not easy. But I'm very excited to be back in Monte Carlo. For me, my favorite tournament, and just be here is a fantastic meal and enjoying.
Murray, meanwhile, remains the odd man out in the world's top 4, still with no Grand Slam title to his name. Well, the Scotsman's clay court game can only improve under new coach Ivan Lendl, a 3-time French Open champion.
It's great to have someone with his experience involved, not just for me, but also the other guys that I work with. And yeah, we've worked on many different things. He's very easy to understand. When he's explaining things, I think he's very good at that. And he's also not been like sort of forcing things upon me. We've tried some things that haven't worked, and that hasn't been a problem. So I've enjoyed it. I hope he has as well, and it's been working good.
Djokovic has said he plans to end Nadal's reign in Monte Carlo. His first match will be against either Andreas Seppi or Victor Hanescu.
Na eno so ni ejina na de ena ago kan si edwumadi no ABC na Prince post production ono wose Sunday minim ba bia na nigi okofa free ye wose na nigi ye minim de entiama na nigi ye no se Chelsea atwa Tottenham Hotspur 5-1 okay wose Chelsea share Tottenham Hotspur 5-1 enti na nigi ye Prince post production also eboa pay saso na Kwame right hand man so eboa pay ye na ne de nsem ni nyina ebro na Gilbert cameraman Maswo IT Faudin nante enfo bi din enye niema bi Maswo ono so no oboa ma bibia slides ne dia abadwuma mami adwo director na fe sound so Parkwesi Richardson say so anya bachelor bibia ko animu nti light black omnyina aboam na ene me so miami din di Adam eje Tony Adams me gina ho di dwumadi no chia miama ye de bro me ba be sorry so di na kabadi pensem na ba be bro nebo ya me kakai na ka chon ze dey I'm the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was. El amor, la vida, love life. Nyami admo echina, yebeshia. Esan, make up artist, me that's it.